Welcome to Pixotope Academy. In today's video, we'll be discussing how to use media input, allowing you to set up virtual monitors and other video feeds for your scene. In our scene, we've already placed our compositing plane, which is receiving the video from our tracked camera. We can also add additional camera inputs, file inputs, or NDI inputs into our scene. In Director, under Video I/O, our main camera is set as an AJA source input. I also have two media inputs, Media 1 and Media 2. Media 1 is a file reading a pre-recorded file off our computer, and Media 2 is an additional untracked camera coming in through our AJA video card. Now, when you go to routing, you can see that my main camera is coming in on spigot 1, and the second camera is coming in on spigot number 2. Additionally, we have the file path to our MP4 video file here. Now that we have this all properly configured within Director, it's time to jump into Editor. In Editor, there are two ways to go about adding a media input. First, under Pixotope Actors, you can drag the media input actor into your scene. This will automatically play additional media inputs that have been configured in Director. On the right-hand side, under Details Media, you can see that our default source selection is set to number, and the input number starts at 0. These numbers will set your input based on the order in which you configured them in Director. So now when I switch this to 1, we now get our pre-recorded video file. We can also adjust the source selection to be by name. Now, using the drop-down list, we can switch between Media 1 and Media 2. We'll go ahead and leave this as Media 1 for now. And now the second method for adding media input is to add the video onto a geometry within the scene. To do this, we'll drag in a standard cube from the basic place actors, and we'll scale the cube to have a 16:9 ratio. And let's also go ahead and make it a bit thinner. And now that we've placed the geometry where we want it, we'll go to Details and select Add Component, and then select Media Input. And this will give the same options as the media input component we originally configured. You can also key the media input using the Pixotope internal keyer. We'll go back into Director, and under Production, select Video Keyer. On the top, I can see all my different camera inputs. When we select Camera, we can see that this has already been keyed. And selecting Media 2, we can then select Enable Video Keyer, and then select the Initialize Key button, which will then open the keyer viewport. Here, we'll use the color picker to select the green screen background for keying. And once you're done, you'll select the Update Key button. By selecting Close, it'll take us back to the keyer panel, where we can then begin to refine our key. And as you can see in the editor, our second camera feed coming in as a media input has now been keyed and is comped into our virtual studio scene. And with that, you now have two different ways you can bring a media input into your Pixotope scene. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and please see our Help Center for more resources to get the most out of your next production with Pixotope.